What is up, everybody? I am your host, War Mothershed, and this is the Growth is Hard podcast. We breaking down generational cycles, breaking generational curses, and becoming the best versions of ourselves. Man, this is the first Monday I have been out of school. We just finished finals last week, and I am just so excited, man. This is a breath of fresh air. This is like the purest water from just river. It feels something very very natural, very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's majestic. Very majestic, like a gazelle at a watering pool, just like getting that fresh water, just it's like a it's like a feeling that is just a very small piece of heaven. It's a sense of accomplishment. It's a sense of peace. It's a sense of pride. And it's something I want to talk about with y'all today. But first, let's roll this intro.
My soul wanna break out the labyrinth. I too wanna break out the casket. I do, then they wonder what happened. Back from the dead, I should've said it was killing me. I set up boundaries. Trump with the border, and now you're supporting the immigration. Cause I've been there when you needed me most. To get you high even when I was low. Did it then, but I don't do it no more, man. Growth is hard. 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 Growth is always worth it. Growth is growth is growth is growth is
Welcome back. Man, I tell you what, this journey that I've been going through as far as, going back to school, getting done with like physical therapy, getting ready to be back out in the world, get active again, the world's starting to open back up. I am just so excited. There's so much progress to be made. There's so many experiences to be had. There's so much to be done. And yet there's still, as I'm 24 years breathing, so much time ahead of me that literally could be used to so many ample amounts of degrees of personal growth, exterior growth, to create this inner balance that is life, that is sanctuary, that is salvation. Something that, not only benefits you, but the world around you, that can be left long after you are in the ground and perishable. And literally, I proved myself wrong. I proved myself wrong. I proved my mom wrong. I proved so many people wrong this year. And I'm proud. I'm very proud of myself because growing up, I never thought I would be able to attain anything close to a 4.0. I never thought I was going to be capable of doing something like that. I wasn't very inclined to public education. I wasn't really big about grades growing up because it didn't matter to me, really. It didn't mean anything to me. It didn't pertain to my life, what I was going through. I was learning more about life experiencing than I was in the classroom, and the stuff just wasn't applicable. It wasn't going anywhere outside of my life. Like, nobody uses the Pythagorean theorem in their life, like, unless you're an engineer or scientist maybe, but I am neither. And quite frankly, it's just one of those things where, like, I grew up believing I was dumb and that I wasn't smart or I wasn't intelligent. I even got to the point when I got to college, I was like, maybe college just isn't for me. I'm just not one of those people that can do it. Maybe I'm just not smart enough, or I just don't have the intellect to do so. And living the real world experience without a college education, a career path, even just a technical like certificate, going to a tech school. I didn't have none of that. I went out there, grinded for experience, just putting in time in all these different fields of, sales, entrepreneurship, retail, all this stuff. And I'm just like, man, this is for the birds. Like, I can't even support myself doing all this stuff. And literally, I'm working multiple jobs. Like, I can't even imagine how much harder this is going to be when I get older. Like, could I move up to a manager position? Could I move up to a higher position? Absolutely. But I'm not making anywhere near the not only hours but money I need to make to be happy with my life. And I'm seeing all these people just get, you got an associate's, get in here, you're now the manager, you're now this, oh you got a bachelor's, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. And I'm like, I want to dictate what I want to do with my life. How do I dictate that? You know, I got to take control of the life that I want to live. I got to set forth. As part of being an entrepreneur is deciding what life you're going to live, how you're going to live it. You know, so after this accident, after COVID, after all this craziness that happened, I was like, I got to go back to school. I got to learn what it is about, you know, music therapy that excites me so much and gets me going. Because once I found out that that was a real thing, like, I genuinely feel like I was going to have my cake and eat it too. Because growing up, I didn't think that, you know, I was going to ever be able to find a position like that. It was go to the military, go play football, you know, go work a 9-to-5 job at some cubicle or restaurant. And that's just it. Like, you know, being a superstar, rock star, all those things, it doesn't happen to everybody. And it may not happen for me. And I'm just so grateful and blessed that I took the opportunity and the chance on myself to do so, because I proved myself wrong so many times. And it feels so right every time. I'm just thankful. I'm so thankful for the Most High and the loved ones that they placed around me to support and prolong this journey of mine, because Lord knows I could have seen the end 10 times over. But with God's love, with my loved ones, with therapy and so many different things, I'm here today. And I'm telling you, I just graduated my first year in almost 4 to 5 years of college with a 4.0. Like, that is amazing to me. And it's something that I want you guys to reflect on about what you're doing in your life, what you're planning for, what goals are you setting. Notice what ground you've covered so far already. Because a lot of happiness in this world isn't defined by the things that we don't have and then get. It's about what we already have, you know? Because if it's materials, there's always going to be the next thing. There's always going to be the next iPhone. There's always going to be the next Tesla. There's always going to be the next Mercedes. If it's money, it's going to go from 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, etc. There's always going to be more money. There's always going to be more beautiful men and women out there. There's always going to be better. But until you love yours, your life, the things that you have within it, that is where happiness comes from. That is where the life worth living resides. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to set goals for yourself. I need you to hold yourself accountable. I need you to decide what it is that you want in this life, how you're gonna get it. Make a plan, show some initiative, and do it daily, not weekly, not monthly. Do it religiously, because the results that come from it are priceless. There's nothing better than being able to say, I set my mind to something and I did that. Because the next thing I set my mind to, I'm more confident that I'm going to be able to do that too. And it slowly makes the impossible look so much more possible. And that's what my whole thing is. I don't care to live in reality, because reality decides that it wants to limit me. I am more than just my flesh and bone. I am my thoughts and ideas and passions and desires. I'm so much more than just what I can physically do. I am pure potential. And I'm pure potential because I choose to act on it. I choose to believe in it, and I choose to bring it to life. Potential without any initiative or effort is nothing. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you don't act on it, you don't have any potential. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that's why today I wanted to share with y'all my progress, my successes, my advances in life, because that's what this is. This is a graduation. This is a celebration that's meant to be had. And I want to commend you on your graduations, on your celebrations, on your achievements, on all these things that you've been setting forth and planning to do. And now I'm just asking you to go harder. Go harder for the things that you love, for the people that you love, and the places that you want to be. Because there's nobody out there in this world that can stop you from doing that but you. And the sooner you guys see that, the sooner you guys will see what I see. And I'm telling you, it's a lot prettier over here than when it was when I was young and I was not believing that I was smart or intelligent. When I genuinely believed I was dumb and incompetent and incapable of achieving the things that I'm doing now. Just last year, I couldn't walk. Now I'm getting to take long walks and jog, even starting to run a little bit. Just last year, I didn't think that was going to be possible. Just last year, I didn't think I was going to go back to school. Today, I finish a 4.0. I go back in the fall. I get to knock out the rest of this degree. I get to graduate, something I never thought was going to be possible. Here I am, making it a reality. Turn your dreams into a reality today, guys. Man, I just have so much love and gratitude to give out to you guys, to the Most High. I hope that today's message inspires you to keep going, to keep pushing and striving for the things that you love, for the ones that you love, and the places that you desire to be. Because anything that you imagine, you can touch. It's just about the things that you're going to do to get there that make it physical, that make it reality. Thank you all so much for tuning in this week. I am your host, War Mother Shed. This is the Growth is Hard podcast. Once again, check in every Monday, 4 p.m. We got all sorts of new news because there is a show in June that I am very excited to talk about. And as soon as I get the details and clearance to tell you, are we going to have some fun? Outside of that, new music on the way. Actually, in the works of some music videos, we're going to be talking about some of the vision boards as far as that goes here in the next couple weeks as well. And I've got a couple interviews I'd like to introduce to y'all as well. So thank you so much for rocking with me, tuning in, spreading the love. Make sure that you hit that follow button, subscribe, leave some 5-star reviews, because that's all that we out here for. We trying to strive, we trying to thrive, we trying to be great. Nothing less than a 5, man. Thank you so much. I am out.
My soul wanna break out the labyrinth. I too wanna break out the casket. I do, then they wonder what happened. Back from the dead, I should've said it was killing me. I set up boundaries, jump with the border, and now you're supporting the immigration. Cause I've been there when you needed me most, to get you high even when I was low. Did it then, but I don't do it no more, man. Growth is hard. 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 Growth is always worth it. Growth is growth is growth is growth is